Hello, I am Sheana Graham. I call myself Miss G, and I am your instructor for Human Resources Management. I want to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to this class. I think you're going to get a very good overview of human resources, and I think that you'll really enjoy the class. It has some very interesting areas to human resources. I've been in the field for over a decade, and I enjoy it very, very much. One of the things, I just want to do a brief introduction here. I just want to make sure a couple of things for this week, and you'll get announcements throughout the week, so don't worry about if you don't have a chance to see it exactly when I put it out there. You can get back to it, the luxury of an online class, of course. But always check your announcements. Try to check them daily, and any emails or anything that comes through, and I'll check my email daily and make sure that I get back to you as soon as possible. Make sure that you familiarize yourself with the actual My Course forum. And the major areas are on the left-hand side of the forum. You want to look in the announcements, you want to look in the course information, your syllabus is in there, and you want to check the learning modules, and you want to read those through thoroughly. The learning modules have information at the top, but they actually have each week and what we're going to do in each week, the purpose of the week, the purpose of the assignment of the week, and it's also going to have information about each individual assignment. So it's very, very important. And another important aspect of the learning module is the guidelines for your assignments and the rubrics. Those are very, very important. When I grade your papers, I'm looking at a rubric and it's right there in front of me to make sure that I am following the guidelines when I'm grading your papers. And I'm also being consistent in the way that I grade your papers and I grade your work. But even the discussion board has a rubric, which is the next thing on my list to just briefly touch base on. The discussion board should never be 1 or 2 sentences. It should always be a paragraph with a minimum of 3 to 4 sentences. And generally probably more, but you want to try to get those points, those 25 points every week. And in order to get all the points, you want to make sure that you follow the rubric that's in the actual learning module, and you want to make sure that you are providing more information than just I agree or I disagree, but you want to be providing some good information for your classmates. And you can use your personal experiences, you can use your personal knowledge or your education, and you can add some depth to your discussions. And I also want to see citations to the readings. You do need to read the articles, and you do need to read the learning modules and everything in the learning modules. So make sure you prepare yourself that way for each week. In addition, make sure that you have your SHRM membership. That is very, very important that you get it. If anybody's having any problems with that, please let me know. I haven't heard of any problems or anything as of right now. That usually goes pretty smoothly. So make sure that you get your SHRM membership, because otherwise you're not going to be able to view the articles in their entirety, and there's a lot of useful information on there. Not to mention, although there are certain articles from SHRM in this course, or that are referenced in this particular course, by all means, feel free to research anything within SHRM and cite it and put that information into your discussion, or anything additional that you may have. By all means, feel free to do that. There's information on research and writing that's in there. If you do have problems writing, that's not a problem. There's tutoring that's available, and with all your writings, and even with writing in the discussion board, please spell check. And I will say, my computer, my shift I does not work very well, and I try to catch it as often as I can and reread and look at the information, but that is something that you will see. My eyes are, sometimes they just stay a lowercase I, and that is my mistake, and I apologize for that in advance. You can also look at your grades. Follow your grades. Make sure that if you turn anything in, make sure that your grade is in there. And any kind of course tools, that information is also in there as well. So any question that you have, feel free to email me. But a lot of your questions, if it's not a question that you feel is more on a personal level, please post it in the discussion board in the area for the questions, because your question might be something that someone else has in their head. So we want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to learn from everybody. Keep in mind, this week, you need to choose an organization that you are going to be working on throughout this term, throughout this next 8 weeks. and that is going to be your organization, and that's for your final project, but all of your projects are going to focus on this organization. So think about it, think wisely, and let's try to get those organizations chosen by midweek, Thursday at the latest. And then I will post a link in the discussion board area for you to list your organization, because do not duplicate organizations. There's so many organizations out there to choose from, and in the learning modules there is information on different organizations. There's a couple of things about that. Please do not use Nike, and other than that, all the other organizations are pretty much fine. I've only declined one organization in the past, and I say not Nike because when I see the duplicates and all the information out there, it's just kind of, it's just, I want you to choose an organization, do some research, and do a little research, which is what I'm trying to say. So it's not that there's anything wrong with that organization, but post your organization, look through and make sure that no one else has chosen that organization. It is first come, first serve. So if someone does teach your organization, all is not lost. There's millions of companies out there that you can choose from. So keep that in mind. If you have any questions, you have multiple ways to reach me. My telephone number, my email, I am more than willing to Skype with you. I am more than willing to do a conference call with you. We can figure out a way to discuss whatever information is necessary. So if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. And until then, welcome to the class, and I will be in touch. Thank you.